fire, 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 fire. Yeah, the view botting situation. Okay, let me read this. What's going on over here? Twitch is cracking down on fake views with major updates rolling out in the coming weeks. If your channel is view botted or your views are artificial or inflated, you will see an impact. I glanced over this yesterday, and basically what they're saying is we're going to start cracking down and showing who is and isn't view botting on Twitch. But I have a little bit of a criticism regarding this, because apparently Mr. Dan Clancy says he's already protecting his favorite cash cows, the big streamers, after the recent update to Twitch's view botting problem. Says big Twitch streamers mostly do not bot. Sure, Jan. And that it's smaller streamers. Very weird thing to say. Also admits he doesn't know how bad the view botting problem is. Alright, let's hear him out. I'm sure this is going to be very insightful.
The, detecting bots. Obviously, we use
So
AI.
a lot of people, and I don't want to forget this question, but do a lot of people view bot on Twitch? And
There are people. Yes, there are constant. That's a constant battle.
really,
Absolutely. Because there are third parties that do
Yeah.
it, and especially when you get to ads, they try to view bot for ads. They view bot for all sorts of things.
really.
So yes.
What's the highest? And you don't have to name who it is or what.
No,
the
it's not
creator is,
always. The interesting thing is the view botting isn't always like this one, like the streamer is complicit even always, like sometimes. But so yeah, there isn't
True.
one big one. Like
What he's trying to say is that sometimes it's not actually the streamer doing the view botting, and it's just people doing it maliciously. Which is true, but I don't know. I feel like if you consistently do it and nothing's done about it, it does not set a great precedent.
most of the view botting and most of the fraud is not on a big streamer. It's on a small streamer, but thousands of them.
really.
Yeah, because if they can create 1,000 bogus accounts, and then they create view bots, then they can create bogus, bogus revenue.
So he's
was
deflecting,
What
bro.
was like the largest amount of viewers?
Oh,
that
I
you
don't
guys
know.
caught in a
I have
view
no
bot?
idea.
Like
I have no idea.
5
I
to
have-
10K?
I have literally no idea.
Okay.
Literally no idea. But anyway, let's get back to AI. 'Cause I
Yeah.
think that
How do you not know as the CEO of Twitch? You don't think that's a little bit sus? Yeah, I think you might be full of shit. Yeah, you think so, chat? I get the vibes, bro. I really do. He's such a clown. He's such a clown. You have literally every single large streamer on your platform telling you it's a massive problem. Telling you it's being used by some huge creators, and you just go, you shrug your shoulders and you're like, I don't know. I don't know how many it is. I don't know. I don't know. You're either a greedy retard or just truly like a clueless boomer. I'm leaning towards the latter. Like, how did this guy get the reins to Twitch? I literally can't recall a single good decision he's made that has benefited the website. It feels like once a month, we have to come back and look at a new news article with his clueless fucking face on it and talk about a new controversial change or lack of action on something that's killing the platform, quite literally. It happens so often. Like, imagine being Amazon, which is what is owned by Twitch. Amazon owns Twitch. You're so big and powerful and successful, yet that you have this branch of media that you bought out a while ago, like years ago, and it's literally been on fire for years, and you just don't notice. That's kind of crazy to me, is it not? I don't know, man. Gooning? Yeah, he's a bit of a gooner, huh? This is another clip. Oh, no, it's not a clip. Never mind. Oh, Jesus. Okay. If this is real, you've done this right, you realize about 80% of your top 100 new generation English-speaking streamers are botting 50% or more of their viewership. First, they manufacture false hype, and then they hide it behind collaborative events that make the view count appear to make sense to the general public or other real streamers they're hoping to pull a real audience from that don't understand basic viewership dynamics or analytics. Now understand that this technique has worked and has appeared to successfully create many new generation of streamers' careers, but it has taken away and takes away opportunity, discoverability, and money from real hardworking streamers who do not bot and will never see the mid-level or top of Twitch in today's highly inflated climate. Trainwreck is truing and reeling right now. I ain't gonna hold you. He's absolutely right. Trainwreck is not a reliable source, he's biased as fuck. But he's telling the truth. It does, it absolutely does. It's really easy to hide view bots when you're doing collaborative events because you don't do anything about the people that view bots, so it's easy for them to hide it, which is true. It is true. The discoverability part, he's absolutely right about that. If you are a person who has 3 viewers, but you're view botting to 100 viewers, but your entertainment value is lower than someone else who has 1 viewer or 2 viewers, you are taking away that discoverability from them. Absolutely. Everyone who knows how live audience streaming works knows that TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, outside of fame is almost instantly does not directly translate to live active audiences one-to-one. It is far less. Absolutely true. I tried doing TikTok live streaming. It did not translate into anything for my viewership on Twitch. I suspect there are streamers who don't even know they are being botted because they themselves have been fooled by the tactics I've talked about above, or being botted by their managers or agencies or orgs who then turn around and sell that same manipulated data to sponsors and advertisers. Like Fextra Life, for example. Fun fact, the people that sponsor, like HelloFresh, Factor, there's a couple of other ones, but those are the ones that are off the top of my head. They don't care if you view bot, because they just want to see the inflated numbers and they will pay you out no matter what, and they pay you a flat amount. If you are Fextra Life and you view bot to thousands of viewers, your payout for that is extremely high because they don't double check if you're view botting or not. And it's very obvious when you look at someone view botting when you just look at their Twitch tracker. You sure about that? The advertisers really don't care? Yes, I'm telling you, they don't care. Okay, let me set another example. I will not name any names. This is not a VTuber or anything, but I watched a content creator for an unnamed game that I will not disclose. They probably have like 80 viewers, but they view bot to around about 600 to 700, and they constantly get these sponsorship for like HelloFresh, Factor, etc. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, how do you get those sponsorships? Oh, because they don't fucking check if you actually have that viewership, so they give them a flat amount of payment to advertise on their stream, even though it's not actually to 600 to 700 people, it's more like to 100 people, and they're scamming them out of money. I've seen it myself. I will absolutely not name anyone. I'm not trying to name and shame, but like, it is what it is. Because they get away with it. I'm gonna say that Twitch hasn't done about it forever. It was like the legal way to get scot-free. That's the point. Whether or not Trainwreck is 100% right is irrelevant. The problem is he could be right because Twitch doesn't do anything to view botters. Yes, they do not do anything about it. Again, I've been view botted by people maliciously when I was trying to push for partner. I'm not trying to say we should ban everyone that view bots. You have to look at it like, have they been doing it for 5 or 6 months? Have they been doing it for years? Like, take a look at their numbers. I don't know. They can't because they don't know who does it. I don't believe that. I just don't believe there's no way to not tell who view bots. I'm sorry, I'm not a tech person, but I feel like it's not advanced enough for them to be able to be like, maybe all these accounts that were all made on the same day, they're all sitting in the chat and none of them are typing, and they're all the IPs coming from the same area. I wonder if that's a view bot or not. I don't know, I just don't buy it. I'm not a tech person, but I just don't believe it. View botting is not that advanced, genuinely, it's really not. They just get a bunch of stolen or, what is it called? They get them stolen, hacked, or they just make new accounts, and it just takes like 2 seconds for them to make a new account. It's cringe. Oh, here's another one. But anyway, yeah, I think that Trainwrecks has a good point, and I think they need to do something about it, because it's getting out of hand. Tectone reacts to Dan Clancy implying that most of his top streamers aren't botted and instead pointing at small streamers. Yeah, that's also a really weird thing to do. Trying to put it on smaller streamers, of all people. I think that's so unfair.
He is genuinely trolling. Like, this is him running defense for his top earners so hard. There is no way he genuinely believes the bullshit that's coming out of his mouth right now. Because, and I want to make this very clear, it's not that I think every streamer is viewbotting themselves. And this is why it's such a slippery slope.
True.
It's that a lot of these streamers, it's a parasocial platform. It is. And a lot of these viewers want to see their streamers succeed. Mm-hmm. So the viewers viewbot the streamers because it's not expensive.
Yeah.
It's really not. And that's what leads to these overinflated numbers. And that's what happens. If I'm a company, my marketing department is viewbotting and giving me fake engagement numbers, they are faking their effect to get a paycheck from me. Also very true.
But thousands of them.
Really?
Yeah, because if they can create 1,000 bogus accounts, and then they create view bots, then, they can create bogus,
I'm telling you, I think it was very, very weird that he immediately pointed fingers and said, oh, big streamers don't view bot. It's mostly the smaller streamers. It's like, excuse me? Everybody does it. I'm just saying, I think it's really weird that you're pointing fingers at the smaller ones instantly. But then why aren't we seeing more small streamers with 1K view counts? Because they probably can't afford it. Again, he says it's not expensive, like, I don't know, I've never looked into it, but I'm imagining it's like a couple of $100s a week or something, which can be a lot for a lot of people. Like, if you don't stream full time, a couple $100s a week is a lot of money. That's $400 a week. I mean, a month. They also don't want to make it too obvious. Yeah. Because imagine a small streamer all of a sudden has 1K views. No, I don't think it's that. I think everybody would do it because then they wouldn't care and just dismiss it and deny it and say, oh, I'm just getting view botted. But I think it's more of an affordability issue. XQC offers his most radicalized take in dealing with Twitch's view botters. Uh-oh. Fucking French Canadian over here. What's his take on this?
You should do. Hold on. Chat. This might be one of my most radicalized take of all time. Test the data against new data, and if somebody's activity matches too much to a certain degree, let's say 50% of the time over all their activity with unscrupulous data, permaban off the rip. No warning, nothing. Instant permaban. If you are botted at more than 50% of your total activity, all them, you have to assume that they're doing it themselves or paying somebody to do it on the side for them. Hey, if I own the platform, that's what I would do.
But that can lead to people maliciously viewbotting you. Like, I understand what he's trying to say, but then people can viewbot you because they hate you and gang up on you and then instantly get you banned even though you didn't do anything wrong. That's the problem at the end of the day. I think that's what the biggest issue is. I think what they should do is ban the view botters so that they have to waste more time and also make view botting more expensive because they are losing their supply of bots. But the streamer just gets back down to their original view count and nobody's harmed and nobody can get hurt. I think that the view bots should get removed so that people see what the actual number is for the stream. Because you can't actually prove who is and isn't, but you can easily figure out who actually is view botting. Don't view bots help Twitch look more attractive as a platform, like more viewers equals more ads? Yeah, but then why would they release a statement on making view botters, removing them in the first place. That's what I don't understand. Is this a PR move, or is this like a genuine move for like removing view bots? I don't know. It does make you, absolutely, it does make you more attractive to sponsors and advertisers. If you have 100,000 viewers and you're popping the fuck off, even if it's, you know, 30% botted, and you have actually 70,000 viewers, then yeah, you get more money out of it. I think it's an optic move, so I don't think they're gonna do anything about it. They can't even win versus ad blockers. You think they're gonna invest money to stop view botters? Wait, that's actually a good point. They can't even win against ad blockers. Again, this is so much work. Like, XQC's take, saying like, oh, just do the math and start instantly banning people for if they have more than 50% of their threshold as view bots. I think that it's not a good idea. I think he's being way too harsh. But at the same time, they can't even figure out the ad blocker problem. No one buys the ads from them, the ads go away, finances. No, but then Twitch goes under because they don't have any money. They're already hemorrhaging money, according to them. Advertisers want to negotiate lower ad rates if it appears that the views their ads are getting on Twitch aren't real. Yeah, and then it ruins it for everybody as well. So I don't know. More views are more eyes on my ad. Yeah, but... Okay, hold on. The chatter just brought up that if they figure out, if the advertisers catch on to you faking your view bots, they will ask for less money paid for an ad, because they'll be like, oh, look at all these view bots that you have, those aren't real viewers, and then Twitch will have to negotiate a lower price and ruin it for everybody else.